Today we're getting a first look at specific training for teachers that's designed to help students in emergency situations. Kalina Estrinos is live with more on this program. Kalina.
Well, good morning, Erin. So we are getting a first-hand look, just like you said, at something that the Bakersfield City School District is trying to make sure that at least, actually, every single one of their schools has what they need in order to essentially save lives. We have Debbie Wood here with us this morning within the Bakersfield City School District. We obviously have some dummies right in front of us and some devices that we're going to talk about this morning because you guys are, I want to say, the first school district I'm hearing of within Bakersfield that's actually doing this. Is that right?
Well, actually, the high school district also has AEDs, but we're doing mass training in partnership with the Kern County Department of Public Health and the emergency response system there.
Okay.
So I think we're the first ones to do that.
Okay. So explain to me why it was so important to get these AEDs within the school system.
Well, we know that AEDs save lives. You never know when it's going to happen. We haven't had an incident in our district in as long as I can remember, but you just never know when it's going to happen, whether it's a child or an adult, a visitor. We have a lot of kids who it's their grandparents who come to visit, and if someone has heart failure, then an AED is the only thing that's going to save their life.
Okay. And I know before we even went on camera, I asked you how the school season's kind of going so far. You already said it's been hectic.
It's been very hectic. We've had some severe allergic reactions more than normal this time of year, and other things that we just normally don't have this time of year. Just one of those crazy years, and so we always want to be prepared. And we've always done CPR first aid training for staff on every school site, in all of our special ed classes and our after-school programs, but now we've added the AED training as well.
Okay, so explain to me how, as much as you can, this device actually works.
Well, the way the works is that if you find someone who is unconscious and non-responsive, there's step-by-step directions with it. You actually put the pads on. The device actually reads the heart rhythm, and it will tell you whether or not someone needs to have a shock delivered, and then it will tell you to stand clear. Will administer the shock and then tell you to start CPR at the end. It will also tell you if someone doesn't need a shock. It is so that it cannot give a shock to someone who doesn't need a shock.
Okay. And then I'll follow it up by the CPR. This is so interesting. Okay. So we're actually going to have a full training with how many teachers today?
Today we only have about 15, and it's mostly office staff and secretaries and clerks, those kinds of people. Teachers are teaching right now, so it's hard for them to get away, but we do offer it for all kinds of staff. And we also offer it for bus drivers, transportation, maintenance and operations, and people at the district office as well, because you never know who or where needs to use it.
So what's the goal for Bakersfield City School District? How many are we trying to get in each school? Is it elementary through high school?
Well, we don't have high school in our district. We're pre-K through junior high in our district, and it's at least 3 to 5 people on every site, school and work site. But then we also will be doing 7th grade CPR in all of our 7th grade PE classes, and we're also trying to get everyone to learn the hands-only CPR through an agreement with the emergency management system as well.
Perfect. A lot going on.
We have a
lot going on. All right, so this is all for your child's safety. Stick with us. We're going to do another preview for you and then talk to some of the teachers when they come in here. Erin, back to you.
All right, Kalina, thank you.
Well, today, teachers within the Bakersfield City School District will get first-hand life-saving training, and it's all part of a new program designed for student safety. Kalina Estrinos is live with the details.
Good morning. So we are doing our preview today because they're actually not going to give press a preview for another couple weeks or so. So we are getting a sneak peek at what they are going to be doing here within the Bakersfield City School District to save lives. And we already have our good student here, aka one of the aides, who is already reading through one of the books and has a little test, a little quiz that's going to be following this actual training. So I just wanted to get a look at what's going on over here. But we have Joey over here. Now, you are a nurse within the school district. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm a program specialist with Bakersfield City School District.
Okay, perfect. So how important is it to get the AEDs in the schools?
It's very important because you just never know what life can be saved with an AED. So this year we've actually put the AEDs in all of our school sites. We have them at our district office. We have them at our transportation area as well. It takes a special training to do the AEDs. It's more than just CPR. As you can see, we actually have an AED trainer. This is the exact one that they'll have at their school site, so we train them with this one. Obviously, it's not a real one. It's a practice. So they'll come here, spend anywhere from 4 to 5 hours with us. The nurses training, they'll watch a video. We'll go over not just AEDs, but we will be talking about CPR, choking, how to do rescue breathing, and then we actually have them do hands-on training with our AEDs.
Oh, wow. Okay. So let's see how this thing works, if you don't mind. Kind of curious.
Okay. What would happen is, and this is for anyone, it could be for any adult, any child. We have AED pads for adults and for children. Okay. All of the staff who is trained are trained in both. So what would happen is a person finds an unconscious person. Obviously they would do the regular shake and shout. They would have someone go, call the office, have someone get the AED. They would actually start the CPR. It's real important that the person who finds the unconscious person starts CPR. We always train them, you don't wait for the person with the AED. So they would start their CPR. Want me to show you? Yeah.
You kind of.
So you would, they would start their CPR. The person with the AED would come. They would say, I have the AED. I know how to use it. You pop the top.
Begin by removing all clothing from the patient's chest.
As you can see, it's very simple.
It really talks you through it.
It talks you through everything. So if they get nervous, it's okay.
So those are all the directions basically on there too.
It shows you exactly where to place it, so you really can't make a mistake. And if you don't put them in the right place, they won't deliver the shock.
That is so interesting. You know what? We already ran out of time, but I'm going to let you keep on going. I'm going to let him keep on talking to you, and we're going to do another preview of all of this when we come right back. Again, this is an amazing training that these teachers are going to be getting to help save kids' lives within the Bakersfield City School District and maybe even more. Aaron, tossing it back to you.
All right, Kalina, thanks.
Today we're getting a first look at specific training for teachers that's designed to help students in emergency situations. Kalina Estrinos is live with more on this certain project. Kalina, good morning.
Good morning. So we're out here at the health center and within the Bakersfield City School District, and we are doing a preview of some training that these teachers are getting today, which is actually pretty cool because it's going to help keep your child safe and, of course, help them learn what they need to know in order to prepare for these kinds of situations. So we've got our expert here with us this morning, and you kind of demonstrated this earlier this morning, but I just want everyone at home to know this is really easy because it talks you through it. So explain that whole thing.
Absolutely. And this is a sample of a child, because obviously we're a school district, so we need to be prepared for our children as well. So again, the process is the same. The person who finds the unconscious child starts CPR, gets help. As you can see, the pad placement's a little different on a child, so we have to be very careful that we do the pad placement, but it shows you where to put it. Start the machine.
Infant child pads.
Oh, it tells you.
It absolutely tells you what to do.
Exactly. No one should touch the patient.
So everyone stay clear.
Oh. And what is it analyzing right now?
The rhythm of the heart. It's deciding whether the patient needs a shock. It's saying shock advised.
Shock delivered. Be sure emergency medical services have been called.
And so this is just the trainer. Yes. So this is going to be the same type of instruction for the actual device.
It is exactly the same as the real trainer. It actually will tell them what to do if the pads are on incorrectly. It will tell them fix the pads, basically. It will not give a shock unless it's needed. And that's one of the most important things that we teach the people who are learning. It's not going to let them make a mistake. It will not shock unless it's needed.
And that must make parents feel much better about this whole thing.
I hope so, because we can actually put the pads on, and if we don't have to shock, that's great, but we can do CPR right over these pads. So we can do CPR as long as we need it until the emergency 911 comes.
So how many are we planning on having within the school district?
Each school has a minimum of 1.
15 seconds.
Depending.
He really likes talking.
Yes, he'll talk the whole time. Every school site has 1, and possibly 2 or 3 depending on their size. There's an actual graph that we use to decide how many that they would need, depending on the size of the campus.
Got it. We were actually in the other room earlier this morning, and there are a ton of teachers in there learning about this right now and getting ready to get the training. They actually have a movie on for about 2.5 hours that they need to watch first, and then they're going to actually get the training. So we had to step on over here because they're in the dark and we didn't want to disrupt them, but we're already out of time. But stick with us because we're going to do another preview for you and get you back to school ready, so to speak, the same way the teachers are and staff here at Bakersfield City School District. Guys, back to you.
All right, Kalima, thank you.
Today, teachers within the Bakersfield City School District will get the first-hand life-saving training, and it's all part of a new program designed for student safety. Kalina Strinos joins us live with more. Good morning, Kalina.
Good morning, Aaron. You know, we've been here all morning long, and we are doing a preview for you of a training that some of these teachers are actually going to get within the Bakersfield City School District. And the whole point is to make sure they're ahead of the game in emergency situations, which of course is really, really crucial. We have Joey right over here, and we have Debbie with us as well. Now we're going to do a little preview for everyone at home, so if in case you have students that go to the Bakersfield City School District, you might be able to feel at ease to know this is what's going to be happening. So Joey, kind of guide us through this.
Okay, so you're going to be the person who is finding the person, adult or a child. You're going to start CPR. And then you're going to call the office and say, I need 911 where you are and what the emergency is. Debbie is our AED trained person. She's going to bring the AED to you, and she's going to follow directions and putting it on.
And it's a standard procedure in case of an emergency.
This is our protocol for emergencies of what the staff is to do.
Okay, so I think I need a refresher course on CPR.
Okay. It's the lower third of the chest.
Okay.
Lock your elbows. Power's in your shoulders, and it's a rate of 30 compressions to 2 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
She's
6,
so good at that.
7, 8,
I'm gonna let you keep on going.
10,
Go.
11,
Go.
12,
Go.
13,
Go.
14,
You can do it.
15,
You can do it.
16,
What's the
17,
song? Staying
18,
alive.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Wow, she really did it. Oh, and she didn't usually going to do the whole thing for me. Keep going.
You don't have to do it.
Yeah, I don't have to do it.
Okay, so now you've done the first round of CPR. Debbie comes with the AED.
I have the AED. I'm trained on how to use it. Okay, and then we pull the...
And even if you aren't trained, this thing tells you what to do.
It does. It tells you what to do. So the first thing you're going to do is make sure their clothing is removed from the chest. Then you're going to take the pads.
Look carefully at the picture.
And the guy keeps shouting.
Right on the pad on where to put them.
From the yellow
You
plastic
pull it off the
liner.
plastic liner.
Place pad exactly as shown.
All right, so unfortunately we already ran out of time, but I'm going to let you guys keep on going through this as I toss it back to the anchors. Again, this is something that the Bakersfield City School District is doing to keep your kids safe. Eyewitness News is going to have more news when they come right back. Stick with us.
Press